So, can we talk? Hey everybody. It's been about a week. It's good to be back in a rhythm, kind of. I am exhausted. I am. Tonight will be day 8 of a 9-day stint at work, and then I have one day off, and then one day on, and then one day off, and then it's Thanksgiving. Which I work a fucking stupid my schedule is so messed up since I got back to work, but yeah. I don't know, honestly. There's been a bunch of bullshit happening, but nothing really interesting. Okay, well, I'll talk about this. I'm just thinking about. So, my my shift manager at work is the most annoying basic white guy ever. Like, he's a couple months older than me, but he's just basic. And it was night before last, or I think, and it just kind of compounds how I'm just so tired of people that, like, I don't remember what we were doing. We were fucking around with something or other. I dropped the oven paddle. Because we have two quick cook ovens. They heat up to something like 700 degrees or some shit. They're ridiculous. And they cook things in 10, 20, 30 seconds instead of minutes. And I dropped it, so he brought out the other one so that the one I dropped could get washed. And he goes, assume the position, and makes like he's gonna smack me with it, which, fucking whatever. It's jokes. We're hanging out doing bullshit all night. We gotta have something to keep us joking around and actually not wanting to die. And so I was like, no, my boyfriend's the only one who can do that, which then he immediately goes, oh, I didn't need to know that. And I'm like, it's a joke, dude. Chill. And, well, I don't know if you're joking. Okay. I get I'm the big scary gay, but also you can't make a joke and then when I make a joke in a similar vein, then get super offended and pissy about it, because that's just stupid bullshit. And then last night, last night he escalated some shit. Okay. So a group of black people came in. They had a shitty night. They went to a club. They were from out of state. They went to a club because one of their friends from around here said, hey, come to this club and hang out. They got to the club sucked. So they all came in and were like, alright, we're gonna get some food and gas and shit, and then go. And then they were all a little bit drunk, and they started getting a little bit loud and talking and stuff amongst themselves while they're waiting for food. And my manager just likes to confront customers, mostly the black customers, because, why not? He also wants to be a cop, so, it's all falls in line. But, so he confronts them as hey, can you just tone your language down, blah, blah, blah. And so, of course, a bunch of drunk, kinda in shitty mood niggas are gonna come right back at you. And so then it escalates from there, and then it escalates more to the point where they're making fun of him and laughing at him because he keeps getting pissy. And instead of getting me, who could literally just walk over and be like, hey y'all, just chill, we just need to get through this. And I could have pulled somebody off the side and been like, look, I don't want to have to deal with him being in a shitty mood for the rest of the night. Can y'all just come over here and hang out or something until the food's called? And I could have diffused the situation easily, but instead he gets pissy, gets on the intercom, and has the other manager who is there closing out for the night call the cops And it was a fucking mess. And like, he didn't do this with the white dude who was standing around screaming at him for like 10 minutes when he was throwing away the donuts for the day. Because at the end of the night, we throw away all the fucking donuts that are left because, America. And I wish we could do like a day old thing or donate them or something, but we throw away like literally dozens of donuts a day. But, like, he doesn't call the cops on that guy, or the group of white guys who earlier in that day were screaming, "Make America great again," at me while I was making their food. No. Only the group of niggas who's, like, pissing him off because he just gets really pissy. But they left before the cops even showed up. And then he's talking to a cop with me right there. He's like, "It's only gonna get worse. They were being really racist." And I'm like, telling you that making fun of you because you probably voted for Trump is not racist. It's funny because you probably did vote for Trump. And he's like, "It's gonna get worse before it gets better." I'm like, nigga, we know it's gonna get worse. We gotta deal with it. I got people literally attacking me and shit over this. You just getting made fun of because you're being an asshole. That has nothing to do with anything. But apparently it's going to get a whole lot worse, which means it's going to get a whole lot worse for us. And not him. He also thinks he's super persecuted that Donald Trump got elected, even though I'm pretty positive he voted for him because he did nothing but shit talk Hillary. Because he's a non-Christian white male, so he's just screwed. And I'm like, what? I don't think you understand how this country works, but okay. You're a non-Christian white male who's trying to be a cop. I think you're good. He also thinks that, like, cops get murdered, like, dozens a day and shit, and it's the most dangerous job in the world, and he's so cool. He also claimed that he's the reason that I got hired back when I was never actually fired, and it was HR who contacted my boss. He had nothing to do with it, so that was fun too. He's a mess, and the other night manager is also a mess because she is super scatterbrained and just doesn't get anything done, and like completely ignores things that need to get done and prioritizes things that don't need to get done. Oh god, work has been a fucking mess, and I am really hoping that I can get through this. I just need to make a good chunk of money so I can, like, pay Dana and move and not have to do this anymore because I am so tired already. It has been... Tonight will be 8 days since I got back, and it's been 8 days of just stupid bullshit. But yeah, so that's been that. Video games. I've been playing a couple. I started playing ESO again. Kit and I played that because it was on super sale, and I'm not sure if this was like a thing that they did or because I had the game for like a really long time or if they're doing that for everybody, but they gave me a copy of it for Steam. Like, they gave me like a code that I can redeem on Steam, so I have it on Steam now instead of through their site, which is a lot nicer because I hate having to use external launchers even if I can add them to Steam. But that's a game you can make fat characters in. I made a fat orc sorceress, and I'm just like, fuck yes. Like, she has pretty much my body type and everything, and I'm like, what? But how is this a thing? I'm super happy. And I also made a little, the smallest wood elf I could. And she has really sharp features and little deer horns. I'll probably post the screenshots of something in the show notes or whatever, or I'll put them right here on the video if I remember. Played War Within. I'm not super impressed, but it's not terrible. Like, it wasn't worth waiting as long as we did, but it also wasn't like the worst thing. It wasn't a broken well, no, I can't say it wasn't broken. It wasn't like the worst thing I've played from them. Warframe is slowly getting back up into one of those things that, yeah, sure, I will go and play it. I don't know. I will come back to playing it from time to time, I suppose, now. I'm still not going to be putting in large chunks of time for it, because that's just not... It's not worth that for me right now. There's not enough in it that makes that worth it for me. But it's not terrible. The update was sufficiently worth playing if you enjoy the story, and sure, it was okay. Titanfall is continuing on the channel through the end, maybe through Wednesday. I can look, see when that'll end, because I did it all in like 2 sessions. So, and it's been up since a while ago. Titanfall will end on the 23rd, which is Wednesday, so I don't have anything for Thursday. I might be taking a short break after that, because I'm waiting on a couple things to do the next series, which I've already started recording, and it's edited, but I cannot render it because I'm waiting on a couple things for it. Outside of that, I'm trying to think. Secret World and Dragonfall will return next week. I'm not super doing well because work, and I have not had a chance to record anything since I started back up, because fuck. Like, spending as much time as I have down there, because it's something that apparently they forget. My walk is an hour, so I'm on my feet for an hour before I even get there. And then I end up on my feet because we don't get breaks on third shift. It's super illegal, but we just don't, because fuck us. But I don't know. So I'm on my feet for, an hour, and then another 8 hours, and then another hour on the way back. So when they want me to stay extra, I'm on my feet for another, like today I stayed another half hour, which was me running around doing all the trash. So that was another half hour of me running around before having to then walk for an hour to get home. And it's not great, and I don't think they quite realize that, like, hey, can you stay and do these 6 things for me because I didn't get my shit done because I'm not competent at my job, is not gonna work for a long time. I'm not gonna turn into the person who is just there all day, every day. I leave my house an hour before I start my shift, and I get home an hour after my shift ends. Like, I don't have it in me to keep doing that. I don't know. Outside of that, I'm trying to think of what. So the weekend stuff will come back when I can actually record it, which will probably be on Monday, and Wednesday will be my next 2 recording sessions for things. I have another indie bin, which is gonna sound like it's not an indie bin because I wasn't planning on making it an indie bin, but now it's gonna be an indie bin because of reasons, which it might turn into a series later. But I have an indie bin for Tuesday, and I might have a fuck is this next week. I'm honestly not sure, just because everything is so weird and hectic. I don't know what my schedule is past Thanksgiving because they haven't posted the new schedule yet. I don't think I'll have anything up on Thanksgiving. Well, no, it depends. The next series that starts up will depend on whether I get some things from some people before the end of next week or not. If I don't have anything on Thanksgiving, then I didn't get the stuff, which is okay. I mean, people have lives and stuff to do, so I'm not gonna rush them. And so I will get that stuff going as soon as I can. But that also might mean that I'm not posting much in the way of like a solid playthrough for a while. Oh, my power just went out. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm on a laptop. I hope that continued recording. Yeah, no. Power just blinked. Okay, well, that's fun. It's a storm. There's a storm outside that I have to go trudge through in a couple hours, so I'm kind of wondering what is happening out there. Outside of that, I can't think of anything else. Next year is going to be interesting. I'm going to be... Okay, if you're still listening 16 minutes into this, thank you. Also, I'm going to be putting a lot more effort into things. 2016 has been really bad for me in pretty much every respect outside of Kit. Like, it's been a bad year between the losing a job thing at the beginning of the year, moving across the country, not being able to find work, just general really bad depression and stuff like that. And so I'm going to be putting a lot more work into the channel and everything. And it would mean the world to me if people could help out by just sharing it. If you know anybody who would enjoy listening to me ramble while I play video games or whatever, it would mean a lot to me if I could start picking up on numbers and stuff like that. Because I want to actually do this stuff. Like, I've been semi-content with just kind of letting it stay as it is and doing stuff as I do, but I really want to start actually picking up on stuff because I actually want to do this. So if you know anybody who wants to listen to a trans girl who likes to play video games and ramble into a microphone and like do stuff like that, let them know. Point them to my channel or something. The ASMR videos will be back. I have a whole thing planned out for that, and I just have to have the time to record it. Like, I just need to get the time, and then I will be doing it because I have 3 that I can do very rapidly, and they will all be posted probably within a day of each other, because they will have, like, some sort of... It'll be a mix of stuff for those. So... Also, I just realized my PC restarted, which means that I have to go log back into that. But it's going to be... essentially, there was a really big update for Stardew, and I think it's still in the beta. They added in a bunch of new farm types, which you have to restart the game to get. So I'm going to be doing an episode in each of the farm types, and then asking which one people want me to continue with, or the original farm. So I'll do those, and yeah, I think that should be it for the day. I need to go record something for the background of this. I don't think I have anything. I think I have some Payday 2. Outside of that, yeah, that should be everything for the day, and I'm actually going to try to make a format for this. I'm going to think up a format for this fucking podcast, because I actually want to get back into doing it regularly. But yeah, anyway, have a nice night, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.